Copying. To behave, dress, speak, etc. in a way that is intended to be like someone else. When you think of copying, you probably think of something with malicious intent. Like when you're taking a test and look up to see your classmate staring at someone's paper with a gaze that looks like it can burn a hole straight through. Yeah, I see you, Joe. Or maybe you think of your younger sister, repeating everything you say in a nerd voice because she thinks it's funny. We've all copied before, whether it's someone else's style or last-second homework. And yes, I have copied homework. I doubt there's been a single student who hasn't, even for a project or test. And that especially goes for honors kids. Now, before you come at me, let me explain. I kind of fit into the honors category in high school, taking a mix of classes and friend groups. And to me, it was really interesting to see the different approaches each take to their coursework. Generally, students in regular classes will either not care enough to do the work or care about their grade, or they'll cheat, but they'll be sloppy. Yet, despite the stereotype of honors kids following the rules and being perfect, usually you'll find that some of, if not all of them, regularly help each other out with all different types of assignments. When I ask them about it, the answer I usually get is that the higher you go in classes, the larger the course load, and the more time you have to dedicate to busy work. So to counter, they usually help each other out in different courses, allowing them to maximize their study time for the tests that actually matter, instead of getting overwhelmed. And honestly, I don't blame them. Teachers assign so much schoolwork just to learn this super specific thing from this very specific section of this 120-page reading and pray that it's on the final. Don't get me wrong, I'm sure there are some people who can do it all without copying, and just completely ruin the curve for the rest of us. But that's just not most people, even in honors classes. It's like putting people in a maze and expecting them to all work separately. Like, no Rachel, I won't share my map of the maze with you. Even though we spent the last 10 hours looking at the exact opposite sections, I gotta do it by myself. Like, when everyone has a common goal, of course they're going to work together. Ugh. Anyway, to circle back, we then have the kind of copying that you would do to your siblings, and this usually fits into one of two categories. What I like to call mock copying, where you do everything your brother or sister does just to annoy them, like repeating everything they say. Or the other and more prominent one, especially when you're the eldest, copying out of admiration. This can vary from a younger sibling copying a style to how they act around other people or their friends. This isn't done with bad intent. It's really just looking up to someone who you admire and trying to be like them. Whether it's in school, sports, or life as a whole. I don't really get why people get annoyed by this type of copying. Imitation is the best form of flattery is a saying for a reason. People copy you because they like you, or they want to be like you. It's ironic to me that so many people look at or aspire to be influencers, so much so that they'll base their whole life or personality around one person. Yes, we all know who I'm talking about. After all, 1 in 4 people in Gen Z say they want to be influencers in the future. People will record TikTok videos and hope they go viral for any reason, for people to look at their style, music, or just what they have to say. And this isn't a bad thing. It's good to aspire for a goal, and I generally think it keeps people motivated and helps them improve their talent. But what kills me is when they put all that effort into hoping people online look up to them enough to like what they do and want to copy it. Yet, when their younger sibling or someone else does look up to them in real life and tries to be like them, they take it as an insult or something to be annoyed at. At the end of the day, I guess it's just something you have to take a step back and look at for yourself. As the oldest of 3, I'm not innocent either. My brother and sister used to drive me crazy, following me around and wanting to do the same things as me. But as we grew older, I started to see my sister do the same things with my brother, and realized how dumb it was to be upset with them. That's just part of being an older sibling, or a role model in general. As much as it annoyed me then, and may annoy you now, you'll grow to appreciate your siblings having similar interests as you and looking up to you. Because eventually, they'll start to make their own decisions and be their own person. And when that happens, you'll wish they would ask you to teach them how to draw or to play a video game with you again. Anyway, I guess what I'm trying to say is copying isn't a bad thing as a whole. Some of, if not most of the things I enjoy in life have come from me copying other people or things I've seen. Whether it's video games, making music, or even making the video you're watching right now. All of these things were inspired by some arbitrary form of copying, or a combination of all the content I've seen throughout my life. So all in all, I guess copying is pretty cool.